Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this Netflix review. The fact that you are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. For those of you that are unaware, I review everything that gets released on Netflix. So if you're ever curious about whether something is good, bad, or completely mediocre, come to my channel and I will let you know. And today we're going to be talking about Out of My League, which was an incredibly sweet, cute movie about a girl named Marta. Now, Marta is an incredibly positive individual. She's incredibly optimistic and always looking on the bright side of life. But what's really unique about her is that not only is she an orphan, but she also has a terminal illness. But her ultimate goal in life is to find her dream guy. Not just a dream guy, but the most handsome of all dream guys. And this movie is about turning that dream of hers into a reality. I would highly recommend this film to people who enjoy movies like A Fault in Our Stars or A Walk to Remember. It's right down your alley. It's a very sweet romantic movie that has actually been nominated for 3 different awards. Now, I'm quickly going to jump into my negative. I've got one major negative about this film. The rest are all positives. I'm going to jump into that negative right now. And that's actually the comedy. I don't remember laughing a single time throughout this whole movie. I don't even remember a single joke, to be 100% honest. But this film was actually nominated as Best Comedy Film. So that's a great indication of how humor is subjective. I can see why there were some humorous elements in the film, but it never once occurred to me that this film could be considered a comedy or that these were actual jokes rather than just humorous moments throughout the film. Again, humor is subjective, but I can see that this is going to be a movie that's a lot of fun and that a lot of people will enjoy. But let's jump right back into the positive. The rest of this review is going to be a lot more positive. I'm not going to focus on any negatives. So let's jump right into performances. Actors were great. I think the lead for this film did a great job of balancing this optimistic individual while also trying to focus on the reality of her situation. The reality of her situation is she's got a terminal illness. How was she going to navigate through life while still trying to stay happy? I think the lead actress did a fantastic job there. Then I also have to say, I think the cinematography, while simple, really did a great job of immersing us in these characters' lives. You definitely felt like you were there in the action, engaging with these characters. It's not like you were just sitting on the wall like a fly, but you were in there with these characters, engaging with them. So it wasn't anything over the top, but it was engaging enough that I was able to enjoy this movie from beginning to end. I think the color grading also did a great job. This is a very vibrant movie. This is a very engaging movie. These colors are very bold, very bright, very vibrant, but I wouldn't say it ever gets to the point where it's oversaturated. I think it's just right to engage us in Marta's lifestyle and ultimately how she views the world. The bright color palette for this film, I think, is a great indication of how she views the world, and it's a great reflection of her personality and her ideals. The soundtrack also blends everything perfectly together. We definitely get a soundtrack here, or an original score, that lets the viewer know that this is a very lovey-dovey, cutesy movie that does have moments of realism and reality. But ultimately, this film is designed for escapism. If you're looking for a film to remove you from the constraints of everyday life, if you're looking for a film that can just remind you that life can be fun, that life can be happy, this is definitely a film you're going to want to watch. There's a friend of mine who does a lot of movie reviews as well. His name is Indecent. You can go check him out. He does a bunch of reviews of indie films. And he was like, look, Caleb, at the end of the day, you can break films down into their technical aspects and what works and what doesn't work. But ultimately, if you're looking at your phone, the film isn't engaging you. And I never looked at my phone a single time throughout this whole movie. I was engaged from beginning to end. And that is actually a really good indication of whether this film is enjoyable or not. I never once felt the urge to do anything else other than watch this movie. It was a lot of fun, it was really engaging, and I thoroughly enjoyed the characters. But guys, thank you so much for watching my review. You guys are the best. You are awesome. I hope to see you again in another review. So subscribe if you haven't yet.